in Copenhagen to this crap is because I knew I didn't like it near as much. And I thought, you know what? I feel really convicted about this. This would be a step in the right direction, moving from something that I really like to something that I don't really like. But ultimately, it's not the ultimate step that I need to take.
You've been convicted of it, and you know you shouldn't be doing it. And so for the man that knows what he should be doing and doesn't do it, for that, I mean, I'm just...
Oh, I ain't making no excuses.
It's time you need to quit.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't making no excuses. What do you think about this, Chill?
I think it's an interesting thing because you know what I think about it too is food. You know, that's a tough addiction to kick, something that you're basically addicted to and also
have to
have. That's tough. Like if that's got a real hold on you, you just got to stop.
Yeah.
And I know that's more easy said than done, but like that's a pretty simple fix. Maybe difficult, but it's a simple fix.
Well,
but,
it is my problem.
Yeah.
When I make the decision to quit using nicotine or to break the control that it has over me, I am not doing that to become more self-righteous. Because guess what? There's about 100 other things that I'm doing that need to be dialed in too. I'm doing it because I know it's a problem. And like Blake just said earlier, when you know it's a freaking problem and you've been convicted of it and you've identified it and you choose just to keep doing it anyways, well, yeah, there you go, man.
Well, that's about you. I mean, really, it's about you and your relationship with God, really, because you feel he's told you not to do this and you continue to do it. And well, I mean, how does that work with
me? Well, scripture tells you not to allow things to control you.
But then you say you had personal conviction about that, which I would, anything I've had personal conviction about, if I continue to do it, I feel like a kid that is done, like my parents say, don't do this. And I say, I'm going to do it anyways. And what does that do to the relationship? And so I think you grow in your relationship with God when you obey the convictions that you have. So just running from that, that's just a little bit more of a barrier between your relationship with God. Yeah. So it's not to magnify yourself or say, oh, you know, look at me, I quit this addiction and now I'm better. No, and yeah, it's not that at all. It's about you and your relationship with God. And that's at least my take on it. That's, you know, my personal experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. I've met many a solid men that are washed in the blood of Christ and are on their way to heaven that dip snuff.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that I need to kick this, man. Like Blake said, for the sake of my personal relationship with the Lord and not having things to controlling me and influencing me, not for my own self-righteousness, because I'll never be righteous. Matt said something on the podcast yesterday. Y'all hear Matt Brown's episode on Friday. Matt said, he said somebody from one of the local churches or something asked him one time, how are you confident in your salvation? He said, I base my salvation off the shed blood of Christ. He said, I don't need your permission.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, man, that's a solid word right there. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting tied into saying that I have to quit this so that I can become more righteous. I'm saying that I need to quit this because I know it's not right. And I want to do everything I can in my life to get closer to the Lord and live more in alignment with how he tells me to live, not so that I can become righteous, but so that I can be closer to him, because that's going to benefit me in every aspect of my life.
Yeah. And benefit everybody else too.
Yep. So I ain't going to beat around the bush on it, man.